Welcome back to Platform 21. Welcome to my first mini-series. Might be the first mini, might be the only one, I don't know yet. But this is where I'm going to do something slightly different. I'm going to build something in conjunction, I suppose, on the side of, parallel to my main layout, which I was going to say I'm taking a break, but I'm not taking a break at all. I'm still building that at the moment, but it all ties in. It all ties in, and I'll explain why. But the first part of this mini-series is inside this box. So let's have a look, and you can see what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to rip it open like a Christmas present because I'm excited. Yeah. Ho 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 ho. We have a Pico ST400 starter pack 009. That's right, 009. I have jumped on the bandwagon and I'm going to build a micro layout. This is the point where I say roll the intro, because it's going to be some new intro music. Roll the intro. Yes, 009. Penryn Quarry micro layout. That is what my new mini series is going to be about. That's what I'm going to build, and the reasons for that are my big layout, my 00 Medway Valley Line layout is at the point where I need to be doing the wiring, the bus wiring and the point motors. Never done that before. The other layout I did, the branch line, was all basic stuff that was supplied by Hornby. That I'm researching. I've watched so many hours and hours and hours and hours of YouTube and you know, proper people that know what they're doing, and bought point motors which are on order to be delivered and stuff. Long story short, I wanted to practice. I wanted to practice it first before I started drilling and cutting my my layout to pieces. So I wanted a bit of confidence. I thought to myself, what can I do? I wanted to jump on board the 009 bandwagon, basically. I wanted to have a little tidy layout, looked cool, quarries, the little Hunslets, they look fantastic. They've been talked about so much on the Model Rail Replacement podcast. Sam and James have talked me into it. I've never met them before, but they've talked me into it, and I'm on board. I'm going for it. So this is the starter set, the ST400, which I already said. I'm basically just going to build this little tiny micro layout that just comes in this box. Build do some electric point motors, probably some Pico ones, I'm not sure yet, and have a play around with that, with the wiring, and make sure I've got that all right before I start attacking my big one. That's my plan. I got this off of eBay from a store here in Australia. It was almost given away. Yeah, you know what I'm like with a bargain. There was a big discount. I had some credits. I had some, you know, some 10-cent bottles, recycling stuff, and it was just like, it was silly. I couldn't say no. So that is my plan. So I'm going to get it out of the box and put it all together and see what the measurements are, see what sort of baseboard I need, because I went online and was like, what size is it? What size is it? What size is it? I couldn't find anything online that said, hey, this starter set is this wide by this wide. I'm sure it's on there somewhere, but for some reason I could not find it. No clue. Not a clue. So I'm going to put it together now on my new desk here, which is not new because it had the branch line on top of it, but now that I've sold that and it's gone, I've got some space to do some building. Happy days. Let's get it together and see what it's like. So this is what I'm looking at for like the quarry area. Just bits of slate all built up around the tracks, a bit of foliage, lots of slate kind of laying around for the train to kind of drive through. Round to a big taller area with you know, the slate walls and stones, and I love that metal that's all laid around on the ground there, all rusted away, and yeah, real work site. A little tiny bridge with a scenic area will go over the top, little road, just a short little tiny bridge, not a tunnel or anything, but lots of foliage and stuff as it goes around the back of the layout. Into the docks area, this is my inspiration for the docks area. One siding putting off to the left there. I have the little dock area there with a little crane and a boat. And round to the front of the layout will be the road going over the scenic part with the little level crossing. Yeah, the oldie woldy walls and the little old cottage, I think, look great. And there we are. It's out of the box. Measurement size, we're looking at about sort of 480, is that? 490? And then yeah, 840. So that's about the size. So that answers that question. I'm sure that information is somewhere on the internet. I don't know, I just couldn't find it, but there we go. So that's the layout that I've got in mind. Quarry area down the bottom here, the quarry siding. Hopefully get an engine shed and a goods office in there. Like, you know, those little slate cute buildings. Run round this side, we'll have that little tiny bridge here-ish, with the scenic little road going over and going downwards that way. Run around the back of the layout into the docks. We'll have that siding run off to the docks area. And then back round the front, where we'll have a little level crossing, which will run up the scenic area as it goes upwards this way. And then the train can run back into the quarry area. That is my plan for my Penryn Quarry micro layout. Now, I'm excited. I can't wait to get going on this. Yeah, look, I've got some wire. I don't have an engine. I haven't got a loco. I better sort that out next, don't I? I haven't got the point motors. I better get them too. I need to get the board. I need to go and get a controller. I'll be right back. See you soon.